Well, good morning, lovely ladies and gentlemen. It's been a hot minute, hasn't it? Steve Collins coming to you from beautiful San Antonio, Texas, the second most powerful, passionate, purposeful coach and speaker in the world. I hope you guys are fired up about your life and the time that you've had, hopefully, with your family and friends. And I want to have a little discussion today, if we may. And it's this question. If we followed you, would we be screwed? This is what I want to know. If we followed you, would we be screwed? Well, Steve, that sounds awfully harsh. That sounds awfully harsh. What do you mean by that? Well, let me just give you the definition of would we be screwed? Meaning, would it screw up our life? Would it screw up our life worse? Would things be screwed up? Would relationships be screwed up? Would finances be screwed up? Would our health be screwed up? Would our mindset be screwed up? Would our parenting be screwed up? Like if, that's what I'm saying, if we followed you, would we be screwed? This is the question I want to ask you because I have discovered something pretty fascinating, and that is this. It is that the individuals who seem to have the greatest liberty of criticism happen to be the ones that if you were to follow them, you'd be screwed. If you follow them, you'd be screwed. How about that? So if you followed them, you'd be screwed. What is my point? Is that typically folks that can be followed are folks that, let me shut this thing, folks that don't really have to say a whole lot. They're folks that actually do a whole lot. And if you were to follow in the footsteps of certain folks, you would actually have better opportunities. So being aware of who you follow is very, very important. And so the question I ask of you is this. If you find yourself being judgmental or hypocritical, here's what you want to ask yourself. In the area I am judging that other person, if people were to follow me with a microscope, would they be screwed? Or would they be blessed? Is your life a blessing or is your example a lesson? Are you someone who can be followed or are you a cautionary tale? Most people have a little bit of both, and it depends on which side of the scale that it is leaning towards that should be a part of your conversation about who you intend to be around. So I'd like to just pose that question to you so that you may have something to think about. The next time you're tempted to judge or criticize another person, ask yourself, if what I'm criticizing this person about, if people were to follow me in my life and my example, would they be screwed? And you'll probably find out, sadly, they probably will be, because here's what I've discovered. You will rarely, if ever, be criticized or judged by anybody who is doing better than you are. You are rarely judged or criticized by someone who's doing better than you are in a particular area. Normally, sadly, the criticism and the judgment comes from a deep-rooted place, normally of jealousy or what we would call hating, but really, they ain't hating on you. You represent, if you are winning, you represent the potential and the possibility of what they could be, what they are capable of being, and what they know they can become if they were to take the action steps consistently that you take. And so you become a reminder to them of their lack of commitment to move towards the dreams and goals that are in their heart. You become a reminder to them of the times that they have quit and started and quit and started and quit and started. You become a reminder to them that they are no longer living in the ignorant bliss of recognizing that, well, that stuff is too hard and it can't be done. So I leave you with this one question. If we followed you, would we be screwed? It's a good question to ask. And I hope you guys have an awesome Sunday.